So in this Power Automate flow, we have this filter rows. We can use this to trigger this Power Automate flow on certain criteria. So for example, if we want to trigger this flow only for a specific contact which contains country as India. So for that what we need to do, here you can see this contact is having the country as India. So uh, we want to just set this schema name equals to India in the Power Automate flow. So we just need to give the schema name here, and thereafter we are going to use this operator, and we just need to add here India. Let's click on save. Let's go back to Dynamics. Let's update the first name. Let's say 1. Click on save. So the flow should have triggered. Let's check the flow run page. So here you can see it just triggered. If we see the compose, you can see the updated name. Now if we go back and open this contact, and here you can see the country is mentioned as United States. So if I go and update this one, and let's go back to the flow, and here if you see the flow has not triggered. So for any kind of string attribute we can add the filter criteria just like this. Now instead of using this equal operator, if you want to set not equals to, for that the operator is NE. So now this flow will trigger wherever the contact address one country is not equals to India. Let's save the flow. Let's go to the Dynamics, and this time if you see the country is United States. So let's just update the first name. Click on save. Go to the flow. Let's refresh. So you can see the flow has triggered now, and here you can see the updated value. We can also check the attribute is null or not, and based on that we can trigger the flow. So let's say this is the contact record and this is the email field, and let me update the email address here. So let's say email is like this one, and let's click on the save button. Okay, now if we go to the flow, and here let me add the filter criteria, so that will be the logical name of that field, and I just want to check it should not be null. So for that I have the operator that is not equals, so in the short form it is NE, then I will provide null. Now let's save the flow. And let's go to the Dynamics, and let's say for this contact, for this context let's remove the email address, and let's update the first name and click on save. And let's go to the flow run page, So here you can see the flow has not triggered because the criteria says that the email should not be null. And let's say I am again adding the email address value here, and let me change the first name, and let's click on save. So let's refresh the page. So you can see the flow has triggered this time, because this time the contact contains email value also, and the compose action shows the updated value. So this is how you can use the null condition here.